kindergarten friends. It's Mrs. Pagnotti, and I'm here to talk to you about all the amazing work you've been doing in writing lately. We have been studying poetry, and today we're going to be thinking about a different kind of poetry. But before we do that, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about all the work you've already been doing. So we've learned that poetry is really everywhere. You guys have worked on poetry looking out your window. You've worked on looking at ordinary items and writing poetry. You have cut up your poems and you've rearranged them. Some of you cut up your own poems. Some of you cut up poems that you found online or poems from books at home. We've even looked at poetry that makes us imagine things in our mind. We've made poems into shapes. We've listened to music and written our poetry. We've worked on keeping the beat, and we've even compared different things to each other. So you guys have been working really hard. And all the time while you're working on your poetry, you're still working on all of your writing, right? So you're thinking about saying words slowly and getting your sounds down. You're thinking about using lowercase letters instead of uppercase letters. You're thinking about what your writing looks like and writing carefully. So today we're going to look at some more writing. And friends from my class, I know that you remember that I talked about a special book by another teacher named Reggie Routman, and she has collected poetry. And I wanted to share a couple of poems with you. So the first poem I want to share is by Corey White. And you can see on the screen, you can see how Corey wrote her poem. And then you can see that it was also typed up. So I'm going to read this poem for you. And I want you to think about what you notice when you're listening to the poem. So here goes. The poem's title is Skating. Skating by Corey White. Going fast, going slow, going in circles, twirling around. What did you notice about this poem? I noticed that this is an action poem, that Corey wrote about something that she likes to do. She must like skating because that's what she wrote about. And she wrote about what it's like, going fast, going slow, going in circles, twirling around. So that's interesting. I don't know that I've seen any poems from my friends about something that they do, an action. Let's look at the next poem. This poem is called My Bike by Thomas F. P. Boyd. Sharp turns, going fast, burning rubber, racing people, my bike. Wow. Did you notice, like I noticed, that this poem is also about action, the actions he does when he's on his bike? Yeah. And he kind of describes how he moves on his bike. Just like the other poem kind of described what it was like when the little girl was skating. So today I have a challenge for you. This is my writing challenge, my poetry challenge, and I hope that you try this out. See if you can think of something you like to do, and see if you can make a poem about it. So remember, you can write poetry about just about anything. So we can't wait to see what your poems will be about. Until next time, keep writing.